Hey guys, this is Superior Wolf doing another FP VOD with commentary, and this is going to be a Zerg versus Protoss on Othello. This person is, I think, it's not a very high rank. Zerg versus Protoss. I think it's a C- level game, I guess. I haven't played too many games yet. In this game I'm going to be showcasing how to do a 6-pool, which I really like as a Zerg versus Protoss build, because it's very, very effective, especially against a Forge expand. But the benefits of it is it's not nearly as economically damaging as a 5-pool or a 4-pool. With a 6-pool, even if you do absolutely no damage, you're not terribly behind. You actually have a pretty decent chance to get back in the game. So you get the 6-pool, you get the pool at 6, then you make a drone, and you make another overlord. Usually I wouldn't do this kind of a build on a 4-player map, generally on a 2-player map or a 3-player map. Little bit of lag there. Yeah, so I'm doing this on a 4-player map. Usually I don't, but I decided to do it just because I wanted to show that it's effective, even on a map with so many positions. I mean, because this build is really, really good, and I really like it. I'm even going to scout with a drone, which I usually don't even do on a 3-player map, and I'm still going to have a stunning economy. Well, not a stunning economy, but a fairly surprisingly good economy. So, now that I'm starting my overlord, I stop all production, and once my overlord finishes and my pool finished, I'll have that 150 to make 6 zerglings, and I send my scout out as soon as my zerglings start building. So after these 6 zerglings, after these initial 6 zerglings, you only want to make drones. That's how you're going to get such a great economy in comparison to a 5-pool or 4-pool. Those ones are basically do or die. If you don't kill them, you're basically out of the game. And this one, you just have to do a little bit of damage, and you can be fairly ahead in the game. I mean, if you get 3 to 4 probes, you've already got it pretty. I mean, you get 3 to 4 probes, and you've got an advantage. If you get maybe only 1 probe, you're still not even that behind. So I see his cannons coming up. He is playing safe. He's got those cannons started. However, I'm still going to be able to take out those cannons. Sometimes on a 2-player map like Blue Storm, they're going to be able to scout your 6-pool, and they're going to bring out probes to defend, and you're not going to be able to get those cannons. However, in this case, he does not know I'm doing a 6-pool, so I'm going to be able to take out these cannons, which I usually can't do. I usually can only pick off probes. But I'm going to be able to take out both of these cannons, and this is really going to give me a solid advantage. I'm going to be able to get my second base fairly soon. He blocks the ramp, and I'm going to just take out his pylon and his forge. So I only managed to pick off 1 probe and his cannons, but this is really going to hurt him anyways, because I'm going to be able to get that forge, and he's going to have to restart from scratch. And the best thing is he's going to have to adapt to me. He's going to be forced to play my way. He has to play off 1 base now, and I'm not sure he's going to be that comfortable doing that. Now that his probes are gone, I see he's making 2 more cannons, and I'm going to try and attempt to pick off some more probes. There goes 1 probe. Got 2 probes in total, so now I've already got a very, very solid advantage. 3 probes, and now I'm going to get this cannon. So I really got a very huge advantage with this 6-pool here. And you can see my base is already beginning. My natural is already almost done. Or actually, it's only like 70% done. But you can see, even after a 6-pool, I can deny him from scouting. I can pick off that neutral building. So my zerglings have a lot of things to do, and now I can just transfer into a standard 3-hat muta, where I get my 3rd hat and immediately get the extractor right after. So you should really try this build. I really like this build. It gives you a solid advantage, and if you do no damage, you're still not out of the game. So now I can send those zerglings right at his ramp, and he's not going to be able to get any scouting at all. He may think that I had done a 5-pool or a 4-pool, so he might think I have a very, very bad economy. But if you look, in comparison, I have actually a fairly good economy. He's off 1 base, I'm off 2 base. It's pretty even, and I'm getting my Mutalisk. I'm getting my gas already. So I have a surprisingly good economy after doing such a risky pool build. There's a lot of games where I can only manage to pick off 1 or 2 probes, but in this game I was able to get 3 cannons, one of them was warping in, and a pylon, a forge, a neutral building, and 3 probes. So it really gave me a huge advantage right there. So you can see that a lot of Protosses will react differently to a 6 pool. Some of them will completely give up on their natural, and they won't be able, you're not going to be able to kill a single probe. But in this case, you're still not really behind at all, because they give up their pylon and their forge, and they have to restart from scratch. So it's actually fairly equal if they give up their natural. So now, since I have some extra gas, I'm going to be getting this zergling speed because I spotted 2 gates, and I know he's going to be aggressive because he probably thinks I have a terrible economy. But since I have a really good economy, I'm going to get that speed so I can counter his zealots when they come out. And my lair is almost done. Get the extractor at 50% lair. So yeah, I've been playing Protoss recently too. Played it for about a week and I've gotten to C-. It's really good to play another race to know how they think when they play and how they react when they see stuff that you do. So I'm gonna add 1 sunken just to be safe, and just adding 1 production round of zerglings will be able to help me counter this 3 zealot and a couple probe push from him. At the same time, he's either taking his expansion, and if he's doing that, I'll be able to kill it, or he's taking to Templar. So I've got about 2 control groups of zerglings, so I'll be able to easily counter this. Once he sees that my sunken is morphing and I have this many speed zerglings, he immediately backs off, but now I'm going to chase him and he is going to be in big trouble. Now that my spire is 300 health, 50% done, I'm going to start saving up my larva and getting some overlords so I know I can produce enough mutas. And now I'm going to be able to nullify this attack very, very quickly. And now he's back, contained in his base, 1 base. And I'm going to send a couple of my extra zerglings to actually go scout around the map to make sure he's not taking a secret expansion, because that could be something that ruins my game. So I'll be able to make sure that nothing will be able to lose my advantage in this game. So my spire is almost about done. Gonna go up into his base, see what he has, and then immediately back out again, and set these zerglings on patrol, so once he comes out, or if he takes a secret expansion, I can immediately spot it. A lot of Protosses like to be really pesky and get a secret expansion that they cannon up a ramp, and then they take the expansion, which makes it really difficult for you to deal with because you need drops, Dark Swarm, or a very superior air force to deal with it. Since I have an excess of gas, I'm also going to get Overlord speed, just in case he's doing something cheesy like Dark Templar. Although, even if he did Dark Templar and I had no Overlord speed, I'd still be very ahead. It'll just make it a lot easier for me to deal with, and retain my map control if I have Overlord speed. So now that my Mutalisks are coming, I'm fairly sure I can win just with these Mutalisks, but I will, once I have the money, take another expansion and add a Hydralisk Den. So he's got that +1 researching, and he's got a Templar Archives coming up. You can see he's got very, very little protection here. And I was very lucky because his High Templar popped out as soon as my Mutas came. So I was able to pick those off before they can merge into an Archon. And now he's going to run the probes in order to make a diversion, so he can get up some cannons. But even if he did get those cannons up, taking out these probes is crucial because he's going to have a terrible economy after this. And I know that it takes a while for a cannon to build, so I'll be able to take it out anyways. So he must be coming for a counterattack right now because he has no units, but he's been producing constantly off 2 gates. So now here comes the counterattack. I don't even need to watch it because he only has about 6 zealots. I guess they do have +1, but I've got Mutalisks, I've got a Spire, I've got the Sunken, and now his base is decimated. He's going to lose all his units, and he GG's. So that's how to do 6 pool. Hope you enjoyed.